Hi everybody, welcome to ArtDay. I'm back. I'm able to paint and draw and sit on my art desk for a couple of hours. Sorry that there wasn't a video 2 weeks ago, but I had explained in the RAoK videos why that is. Today I'm having a very special project, so it's board game related because yeah, why not? This is actually a game of sorry. In German it's called Mensch ärger dich nicht, that I got custom made and that I have to color now. Now this is engraved on acrylic. My ex-husband very kindly did that for me. The reason behind this game, or why I got it made, is this is actually the setup or the layout that I had on the game in my childhood. So if you follow me for a while, you know that I have been born and lived for the first almost 10 years in GDR, so that's now Eastern Germany. And we had a different kind of setup or layout of sorry than the rest of Germany. And it's very special because on this track here in the middle, you cannot be kicked out. You see, we also have one less meeple to play with, so it's only 3 per person. And you run around the track and try to get into your house first. So I'm pretty sure you know the game. But you cannot be kicked out here. So what I have to do, I have to flip this over because it is engraved, those white spots, they're engraved on this side. What I want to do is color it. So I spoke to Daniel when he made this for me, and he said, you know, I would try inks because it can bleed in, and this is what I'm gonna do. If it doesn't work, I have to go with acrylics, but I'm just hoping that my trusty Kohinoor drawing inks will actually work out. And now I have to choose my colors. I definitely want yellow. I want red. Do I want the... No, this is pink. I don't want pink. I need blue and I need green. Now I'm thinking, what do I want for these spots here in the middle? Do I even want to have them colored in, or do I just want to leave them white? I'm gonna wait and see how it looks once I colored my player parts. that's totally how you say it. And I want to start with yellow. So I'm just gonna unscrew the ink bottle, and I'm of course gonna color myself first. This is what you do. This is how it's done. And I'm just gonna go around the board working on the lower area because it's just a little more comfortable for me, and then I will turn it. So I do have a water bucket next to me, and now I have to think because this is reversed. So yellow starts here, so she goes in here. Let's start with the point where you have to go in and run in the track. I'm sorry if my big old head is in the frame. I'm trying not to be. But if I am, and you see my horrible hair, I'm sorry about that. I just got out of bed. I just took my medication. I haven't even gotten dressed or brushed my teeth yet. I didn't have breakfast yet. So no juice yet. I just went straight to the art table and thought, I wanna go ahead and get this video done because it's actually Sunday. So once you see this, I filmed this yesterday in the morning because all the rest of the week and I have been recovering from the exhaustion of Spiel. so I didn't have time to film. But I thought, oh, I'm gonna use Sunday morning to do so. Now my head is gonna be in the way. I'm not wearing glasses. My focus is a little weird this morning. So it's actually better to not wear glasses, but that means I'm totally short-sighted and my head is gonna be in the way. Sorry about that. Sometimes you have to sacrifice for art, don't you? But actually I want you to see, so I gotta move my head. Maybe I should try the glasses? Oh gosh. Decisions. Yeah, I'm gonna try in a second. Maybe it's a little easier for me not to have my big old head in the way. Yeah, we'll find out. So, how have you been doing? It's been a while since I filmed for ArtDay. Are you doing Inktober? I kind of am, right? I mean, yeah. Where are my glasses? There they are. I didn't really participate in Inktober this year. It was just too crazy. And I had too many things on my agenda to work on for me to be able to have an ink drawing done every day of the month. But next month, so November, there's the 30-day coloring challenge. And I'm thinking maybe I could participate there, because I haven't done that in so long. All right, so she goes around here, goes in here. So there has to be one yellow spot, but I'm gonna finish this one here first before I turn my board. So I haven't participated in the coloring challenge in forever. I want to say it's been at least a year. No, it's been more than a year, because last year November I did move out of the apartment that my ex-husband and I shared. So I definitely didn't participate in any of those 30-day coloring challenges within the past 12 months. So it's about time, and I'm actually looking forward to it. I hope I can manage. As of today, my calendar looks like really good. I could actually do that and have a tiny little part colored. I haven't chosen a book yet or anything. I have another week to do so. But yeah, that's just how it is, you know? Let's see, okay. One more dot. I hope the ink seeps in like really well. I don't want to flip it yet, because I don't want to flip the board yet, because I think the ink could maybe run a bit if I'm not careful, and I don't want that. So I'm just gonna color all of those circles, and in case it doesn't really show, I will go on top with acrylics later on. So the yellow ink is done. I gotta turn the board to the next side, and the rules are you go in, you go around the track, and then you have to be at that spot to go straight to your house. And again, in here you cannot be kicked out. So this spot here is yellow too. So I'm gonna just color that in. And I'm taking my time, going really slowly. I don't want to go outside the circles. I don't want to smudge anything. I don't want to be forced to use paint thinner or something to remove parts that should not have been colored. And by going slow, I think I can get around that. So the yellow is done. Now I want to go on. So how do I want to structure my colors? I think it would be cool. I don't know how, I don't remember how it is on the printed boards, but I think red is opposite from yellow, and then there's blue and green opposite from each other. So this would be blue now. So I really gotta clean up my brush. And I took a brush here, it's a synthetic brush, and if if I can't get all the ink out in the end, I don't mind, because I would just make it an ink brush then. And this is a watercolor brush, by the way. I should have started with that information. So there's a lot of yellow coming out. So I will make it an ink brush after that. They live in a separate container or storage part thing on my shelf. All right. Oh, I could actually do something like this. So maybe my big old head is not in the way all the time. So onto the red ink. And I'm just going about it just like I did before. Starting with this one here, starting point. And the dots that I'm painting here, they are done in a way so they're pretty much just roughened up. So there's like a pattern there. I think it's, hold on, gotta concentrate. I think it is just a pattern of vertical and horizontal lines being burned into the acrylic, so you can get the ink to, you can have it like seep into the acrylic maybe a little more. This was the idea. So there's actually not anything white printed on it, but the acrylic has just been cut. I really like this setup of Sorry. It plays totally different than maybe a game of Sorry that you are familiar with. And I've been, before I asked Daniel to make this for me, I had actually searched the internet like high and low to see if I can get one of these old boards. But I couldn't find any. They were not available anywhere. So I said, okay, I'm gonna ask if he can make this for me, because we have one of these kinds of boards in my family. It's been beaten up, glued together multiple times, because it was like one of those foldable boards. I don't know when my grandparents bought it, but I'm guessing the 50s. So it's been in my family forever, and I remember playing this with my grandmother whenever I visited her. But yeah, like I said, it's really beaten up. Also, it's at my mom's house because my dad did inherit it, and now it's in her house for her to play with my niece and nephew, for example. And you cannot fold the board anymore because it has been glued or put together like with tape so often. And I thought, okay, I'm not gonna ask if I can have that board. I'm just gonna try and get a version for my own household, because we got I was actually telling Jan about this game when we moved in here and didn't have a lot of time to game. We would either play Love Letter or Sorry, because when we play Quirkle, which is also a very fast game, we always play more than one round. So yeah, we got back to those very traditional, very old German games when we moved in, and that is when I told him, the board that we had back in the day, and these are my memories, blah blah blah. When we visit my mom, I gotta show you, we gotta play around. And he really liked it. And he doesn't come up with special rules. So for any standard Sorry board, we did actually come up with house rules to make it a little more difficult and a little more exciting to play. But you don't need that with this kind of board. At least he doesn't yet. And I don't either, because I just want to cherish my childhood memories of playing with my grandma. So, No, I did not catch all of it here. Sorry, I know I'm in the frame. All right. So it's very cool to get back to the traditional board every so often when we just maybe have a little bit of a brain melt. We cannot focus on the bigger games, and we do want to play something with dice. So, like I said, I have a lot of other tiny, like what I like to call dinner games. They're fast played games that you can play after dinner before you get back to whatever you were doing, just like a filler game. We do have quite a couple of those, but only a few with dice, and they are in my shared board game collection with my ex-husband. So pretty much once a month I order games from our shared collection. I drive up to his house and get them, and then we play them. So I don't always have dice-driven dinner games in my hall, pretty much, of games. So it's nice to have oh, I gotta concentrate. It's nice to have like a stable game at your house that doesn't travel back and forth. So now I gotta think. She goes in here, so I have to color that one. So we could play whenever we like and not have to think about, okay, what game am I gonna get next from the collection that is very fast to play, is really good with 2 players, and and we to have it available like for a month, you know. It's really difficult to talk straight and make sense when I'm concentrating this hard. There's a lot of ohs in this video. I'm sorry about that. Okay, red is done. Mission accomplished. So I think I want to go with green next. But first I gotta clean up my brush very well. Oh, the red didn't stain as much as the yellow. That's weird. Ah, there it is. Haha, it did hide in that metal part of the brush. There's a lot of red coming out. Sits like right here. Alrighty. What did I say? Green. I wanted to go with green next. So here we are. So talking about colors, I did have a warm red, well, this is neither a warm yellow nor a cold yellow. It just sits spot on in the middle, but I'm having a cold green now, and I think this is also more of a spot in the middle, kind of a blue. So that should look rather good on the board. Oh, my nails are horrible. Sorry. Don't look at them too closely. I gotta make myself human and shower and make my nails and such once I'm done with this video. So the green one, let's start with these parts here. So like I said, it's Sunday today, and we had for you it's yesterday, in case you're watching it right away when it comes out. So daytime savings ended, so we pretty much got an hour more last night. So I will have a screwed up biorhythm like for the next 2 weeks, I'd say. Yay. Not so happy about that, but I pretty much woke up 7:30 this morning, and well, after just, well, getting out of bed, checking the news and such, checking messages, I'm at my art table fairly early in the morning. It's like not even 9 a.m. yet. So I'm having quite a bit of time before Jan comes home. He's bringing the kids to their mom. He stayed with his family in Soest over the weekend, so I was all alone in the house and did some housework and such. But usually, if you watch a lot of my art videos, you know that I'm filming Sundays around noon or early afternoon. Sorry. When the kids left our house. But this morning I could do so very early and get ready. And the plan for today is, I'm really looking forward to it, The plan is to, well, make myself human once I'm done with this video here. So gotta do post-production and such and schedule it for tomorrow morning. But once that is done, I'm actually gonna make myself human, take care of my nails because they look horrible. And then I'm gonna read some rules of board games, because this evening we're actually meeting up for games and a barbecue with our friends. So I gotta pack a bag of what I want to take. Gotta read the rules of those games first so that I can explain them. And I'm only probably, very likely, I'm pretty sure, I'm only gonna take games that I just bought at Spiel. Hence, I need to read the rules. So that's what my plan is for this afternoon. And I'm waiting for Jan to come home. And then we are going to relax for a minute or two and then go to our friend's house and enjoy ourselves. And I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm also looking forward to reading rules. I gotta find a game that we can play with 5 players. I'm gonna take one of the smaller games for sure. Depending on how much we just want to chat and goof around and how much we want to game. So I'm gonna take a smaller one in case we want to chat a little more and have just something to play while we chat. And then I'm gonna take a bigger game in case we want to really get in there and play, you know? So I'm actually in my mind already thinking, okay, which one am I gonna take? It's like, again, like I said, 5 players, so I gotta think about it. What would be good for them, because they're including me, there's 2 hardcore gamers, but one of them is more of a video gamer and a pen and paper gamer, and I'm more of a traditional board game gamer. So he very soon will actually lead a Warhammer campaign for us. Coming back to the pen and paper situation. But yeah, I'm actually having people at the table that do understand game mechanics really well. And then there's some that are more of a casual gamer. So I gotta find a game to take that fits everybody really well, because I want them to enjoy it and I want to enjoy myself as well. So we'll see. I'm having all afternoon to think about it and go through my collection and see, okay, this is suitable, this is what I want to take, and then I can read rules to be able to explain it to them and like really explain it and not just read the rules to them, because this is not what I like to do. I actually like to teach the games. And yes, there is a big difference. Everybody can read rules and it's kind of boring for everybody to listen, not having anything to do with their hands. While they listen to me go through the rule book. This is not what I like to do. I can't actually stand it. So I will read the rules before. And if I have a lot of time, I'm not sure about that yet, but there is the possibility that I actually play a test round, see how things go, and then when we play that game, I will explain the rules while they help me set up. Because it is actually... I think it's proven by a study. I'm not all that sure. But people remember things better when they learn something if they do something with their hands meanwhile. So not just listening, but if I give them some part of the game to set up while I explain the rules, they actually will remember what I said way more, and that in turn does decrease the amount of interruption while we're playing. Like, oh, what was that rule? What can I do here? How did that go? You know, because they can just remember better. I think I've seen a study about that, but at least if not, if I misremember there, or if I don't remember correctly, it is definitely something I learned in years and years at the game table with different kinds of people, different kinds of learners. They all remembered way better when they had something to do with their hands while the rules were explained. And what I like to do is I like to, well, help them set up the board with me so they can put tokens somewhere, depending on what kind of game you're playing, right? But like, especially with worker placement games, you can do that a lot. There's a lot of components usually. And having the group taking care of that while I explain the making of the game and the mechanics and how it plays, that's something that I find very beneficial, and it makes setup and such way less boring. Because not one person is working and all the others are zoning out, waiting for the board to be set up or for the rules to be explained. So this is, in case you're a gamer with a gaming group and very new to it, and you are maybe the very, very recent master of rules and setup and explanation of things in a game, you might want to consider that and see if it works well for you, for your group as well. Just saying. So I'm already at my blue inking process, and actually right here the blue looks more like a warm blue, like Prussian blue maybe. So that's a nice thing, because then we have a warm red, a warm blue, a cold green, and the yellow is like I said earlier, it's like just spot on in the middle between cold and warm colors. So when looking at it, it actually shifts a bit to the cooler side of colors. So it looks like we have two warm, two cold colors here, which I think is very, very nice. Looking good. So yeah, just rambling here. I'm sorry if you are only coming for the art, but not so much for the board games, because I've been talking board games so much in this video. But you know, for me, they are the two passions. I do have other passions as well, but they are my main everyday passions. Gotta concentrate. Yeah. And having them combined is just so pretty, by the way. Speaking of combined, if you've been at my channel for a while, you might remember there was a show called Draw for Initiative that I cancelled. I think end of 2012, early 2013. No, wrong year. End of 2017, early 2018. And I haven't done any board game art since. But I was thinking, especially since I bought so many games this week, I will very likely paint board game scenes or scenes from games again on ArtDay. Once in a while, when I have a cool story or just wanna paint board game experiences. I was also thinking maybe I'd make it their own show. The reason being that I need to be able to post this on Board Game Geek. And if I have a geek list there with a board game related art show, that would be maybe something very nice. So in my mind, I haven't decided anything yet, don't worry. But in my mind, I'm thinking about maybe having a slot, like a shared slot between ArtDay and whatever that other show will be named. What it will be named and how I'm not sure how I'm gonna format this yet. If I do I don't know, a voiceover or something. If I keep it pretty similar than Draw for Initiative or not. Like I said, I'm not sure. But this is what's going on in my mind when I do artwork, especially when I work on a board like this, where my two passions are combined. So it might be that I decide to have another show, like once in a while, not publish an ArtDay on Mondays, but an episode of whatever that other show is, but keeping the Monday spot, you know. That's what I was thinking, because I cannot put another art show on top. So work-wise, that's unfortunately not possible for me. My days only do have 24 hours. I know, it's a shame. But maybe I could have some board game art every now and then instead of an art day. We'll see. I'm gonna mull this over in my head for a while, so you will be informed. Okay, now the final spot has to be colored, and then I have to think about excuse me, what I want to do. Maybe I want these to stay white, and then the next question would be if I could have those rings around the clear spots maybe have them painted with a little white as well. But this is something for me to decide in a minute. First, I have to color in my final circle, and I'm sorry, I'm definitely gonna be in the frame here. There we go. Okay. Did I get them all? Yes, I did. So I'm gonna let this dry now for a minute. I'm gonna cut that footage, so for you it's gonna be a second. Okay, now this has dried and I can flip the board over. So, let's see how it looks. Yeah, not too bad. I gotta clean up a bit here, but I'm gonna do that later on. Let's see, I'm having weird shadows. Yeah, the prints are really well. Now I gotta find out on what side. I think I'm gonna do that on this side, because you can see here there are lines. And I'm thinking, I think I'm gonna try white gel pen, because those lines are very thin. And do I have white? No, I don't have white ink with me, so I'm thinking I'm gonna try it. I hope it works. Let's see. Oh, it does. I hope I don't smudge it. But now I'm just gonna go around and fill in those lines. Oh, that's just difficult. Ha! Now, okay. I'm sorry. I have to be right on looking down, so I'm going to be in the frame. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna speed this up. I'm just going to have a little white on all those rings. You can enjoy some music meanwhile. Okay, almost done. Now that I'm getting the hang of these circles, I haven't decided yet if I want the white spots here in the middle have some of these rings as well. Right now I'm going for no, for two reasons. For one, the circles are already white, so they stand out enough. But also, the gel pen will take forever to dry on acrylic. So I don't want to smudge anything that I just put down with the gel pen. So I'm thinking I'm not gonna do white rings around the white circles. I might maybe add that later, but I'm not that sure yet. I will take a peek onto the playable side, like the other side, once I'm done with these circles here, and I will make a final decision, I guess. Another thing is that I really have trouble controlling my hand. I don't know why, but with pens it's way more difficult than it is with a brush or even a pencil. Yeah, way more difficult, especially on the slippery surface. So let's see, let's flip it over to the other side. Yeah, I think I don't want the white, so you have a lot of shadows here. You have to check out the final photos when I publish them on my blog, but this would be pretty much my custom-made sorry board game board with ink and acrylic oh gosh, words. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's not very sophisticated when it comes to artwork itself, but this is more of a crafting project, I guess, and once in a while I do have those too. And I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I will be back in 2 weeks, if all goes well, with a new video. I'm thinking about drawing, probably. I'm kind of feeling the itch to draw. And I haven't done that in forever. Last year, let me get the book. Last year I had actually planned those 52 prompts for drawing, and the last one that I did, oh no, that's not the last one, but I did an eye and the turtle, just with colored pencils and a phone. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing something like this next time around, so I hope you join me then. I wish you a wonderful day. I hope you're maybe having some time to do some artwork. That would be very lovely. And I will see you very soon on the next one here. Take good care. Have fun. Bye.